What's up, everyone? It is Atia here, Booking with Atia, and today we have my 8 top most anticipated releases of July. Super excited to share this list with you. Before we start, I do want to say that every month I put out a list of like 75 to 125 new releases coming out that month by BIPOC authors. So make sure you are following me on Instagram because that is where you will find a ton of new releases. As of filming this video, I'm a little late with both of them, both the filming of this video and also the putting out of that post. As of filming this video, I've not completed that post, but perhaps by the time this reaches you, that post will be finished and up on my Instagram. But if it's not, still make sure to follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss out when I eventually do get around to uploading it to the masses. Also, if you'd like to get yourself some merch or some bookmarks, make sure to check out my Bonfire or my Etsy shop. And if you'd like to support the channel on a monthly basis, you might want to consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon member. Like I said, I have 8 titles to share with you, and I'm going to run through and give you the synopses for them. The first title is Some People by Parini Shroff. This is the same author who wrote Bandit Queens, which I absolutely loved. That was a surprise favorite for me when I read it, I think maybe 2 years ago, maybe like 2.5 years ago. And this one, I'm ready for. I can't wait. We have Malti Patel. She is absolutely fine. Concussed and bruised, maybe, but fine. Certainly fine enough to not need her daughter's soon-to-be ex-husband, Nathan Whitlock, playing nurse in her home while she recuperates. And yet, that's exactly the quandary in which she finds herself. Her doctor insists on in-home supervision for 7 days. And with her daughter, Kavya, abroad at grad school in India, Nathan proves too much of a do-gooder to let Malti rehabilitate alone. 7 days of Nathan, the man divorcing her daughter for all manners of reason, cultural misunderstanding, emotional walls, simmering hostility, most of them having to do with Kavya's baggage from her childhood. They want nothing to do with one another, but over the course of the week, as Malti grapples with the shadows of her past and Nathan ponders the wreckage of his marriage, they learn that they are 2 people who know Kavya best, and the ones who have hurt her so deeply that she's left them both. Rich with emotional depth, Some People paints a nuanced portrait of love, forgiveness, and our timely quest for understanding and acceptance. Book number 2 is one I actually was sent a gifted copy. I have probably talked about this in, I forget which book haul video this is, either May or June, maybe April, I don't know, but it's finally out in the world for the masses and I'm super excited about it. And that is The Bad Boyfriend Curse by Farah Heron. This is the cover. It's also just like super cute, and it says Mira Noorani has spent her whole life playing it safe. Raised by her single mom, she's had to, especially in love, because history has shown that all Noorani women are cursed to have partners who ruin their lives. And though she's tried her best to avoid it, Mira's fate comes a-calling. Within the span of a week, she's broken up with, arrested, and then shipped to small town Canada, where she'll be completing her community service under the watchful eye of her mom and new stepdad. Mira spent her whole life being good, and this is the thanks she gets. If she can pose a threat to mom's perfect new life, though, maybe she can get back to the city. And there's no better way to do that than date one of her fellow teen delinquents. After all, Noah has got the piercings, tattoos, and rumors to prove that he's the town's most infamous bad boy. But when the bad boy isn't actually bad, what's a girl to do? Again, if you've been here for like, I don't know, any amount of time on my channel, you know that one of my favorite tropes is fake dating, so we love to see it. Next up, we have The Case of Elmwood Ranch by Deanna Gray. Elmwood Ranch is Octavia Daniels' dream, a safe place to land after years on the road. But once she signs the paperwork and receives the keys, the nightmare begins. Shadows move on their own, strange accidents become the norm, and injured ranch hands refuse to work a second longer. Octavia doesn't believe in ghosts, but she can't deny something's wrong with the land she's sunk her entire savings into. Ray Jones is in the business of ending nightmares. She comes from a family of successful paranormal investigators, but she set herself apart from the Jones sisters by making their legacy into a commercial success. After years of enjoying said success, she hits a wall. Whether it's burnout or a full-blown existential crisis, she doesn't know. One way to try to avoid a downward spiral: take every interesting job she can get. and that includes one from a very standoffish, non-believing horse rancher who thinks she's a scam artist and the things she hunts doesn't exist. And that includes one from a very standoffish, non-believing horse rancher who thinks she's a scam artist and that the things she hunts don't exist. Octavia and Ray must figure out how to work together if they have any hope of solving what's truly going on at Elmwood. As they build trust, they begin to build something more, something that could either help or harm their chances of making it out of this haunting alive. Then we have Ayánmo, Ìbèrè by Ponle Oluwole. A deranged deity, powerful nations, and heretic cultists clash. Meanwhile, a girl with missing memories must find a way to survive this calamity. Set in a world shaped by powerful deities known as Orisha, Ayánmo follows Eniola, a teenage girl searching for purpose in a life clouded by sealed memories and hidden truths. As she unravels the mystery of her past, she must challenge the very forces that bind her and humanity's fate to a divine design. This cover, can we just take a moment to appreciate how stunningly beautiful it is? Just like chef's kiss. Next up, we have The Intrigue by Silvia Moreno-Garcia, one of my favorite authors. Handsome con artist Ulysses has long charmed lonely women via letters to steal their money, but money is hard to come by in 1940s Mexico. Ulysses knows his looks won't last forever, and he's desperate to get his hands on a real fortune. Strawberry, strawberry, strawberry! Psst, psst, psst. Come on, stop that. Come here. We're gonna go in soon. I just need to finish recording. He thinks he's found it when he captivates his newest correspondent, Perla, the owner of a small town boarding house in picturesque Veracruz. But when he meets her, he finds something he didn't expect. The woman has a niece, Inez, who is as observant as she is desperate to escape her aunt's household. When Inez discovers Ulysses' true intentions, she wants in on the scheme. They'll convince her aunt that Ulysses is a great cat, Perla will marry him, and her money will vanish. Easy, fast, and clean. But Perla is not the desperate, silly spinster Ulysses imagines. She harbors secrets. And although Ulysses does not believe in true romance, Inez is more alluring than he bargained on. Suddenly, a simple plan may become perilously complicated. Venture into the streets of a small town where the patina of convention and good manners conceals a cauldron of avarice and lust. The sixth book on the list is another one I was gifted from publishers, and that is Funerals Are for the Living by Sami, Ellis. Absolutely love this cover. I find it completely and absolutely stunning. And it says, June would call herself her sister's keeper if her sister wasn't already dead. A month ago, Junie Daniels was in a car crash that left her with a dead sister, fragmented memories of the accident, and a mother too checked out to plan a funeral. The cheapest burial plot Junie can find is in the next town over. Sure, Williamsville is still proudly named after a slave master who was rumored to dabble in dark magic. But this is North Carolina after all. When Junie and her best friend Omari visit the grave, unexplained occurrences start happening. Flowers wither as soon as they're planted. A bird falls dead on the headstone. The more Junie and Omari investigate and learn about Williamsville's history, the stranger their lives get. And it's not long before they're taken. Williamsville wants both Daniel's girl, but Junie will do anything to protect her sister, even if it's only her corpse. What? Also, my nails kind of match. Look at that. Kind of. Very excited. Very, very excited. The last and eighth book on this list is The Masala Chai Mystery Club by MJ Soni. Retired librarian Nidhi Shah was hoping for a restful life with her chai loving friends, but when the body of a neighbor, a childhood friend of Nidhi's, turns up dead and the killer's MO is similar to that of Nidhi's most recent book club read, things start to get out of control. When Nidhi hears a commotion at a neighbor's house, she finds Rohit's body sprawled across the bottom of the staircase with Agatha Christie's The Dumb Witness nearby. Blackmailing his neighbors, threatening them with lawsuits, and calling them by nasty nicknames were only some of the hateful things that made him so disliked. But were they angry enough? Nidhi is indebted to her old friend, and she is determined to find his killer. But she can't do it alone, so she enlists her mystery-loving friends, the Masala Chai Mystery Club, to get to the bottom of the murder. But Nidhi and her club members need to be careful. As more bodies turn up and more suspects start to appear, they'll need to find the killer before they end up in hot water. I'm ready. I love a cozy mystery. I love when it's like a retired or older woman, and when it's kind of tied into books as well, mystery books. I love just all those things when they're woven into a cozy mystery. But thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know, were any of these 8 books on your radar? What are some July releases that you're excited about that you think me and others should check out? Make sure to comment that down below. Also, if you're not subscribed, you should be, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video or go live for reading sprints. Check out my bonfire as well as my Etsy shop to get yourself some merch and some bookmarks. And if you'd like to support the channel on a monthly basis, you might want to consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon member. And I will see you in another video. Bye.
Weakness showing, I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me, I'm